You are now listening to Nexxlegacy Radio, a radio station for the people.
Real chance of love is in the house right now. What's good, mommy? How you doing?
Hey, sweetie.
What's good, babe? How you doing?
Nothing. I'm just chilling. Have me a cup of wine.
That's real. Got the wine going. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most definitely.
Hey, you know what?
It's getting late night.
Hey, for real. And it's a little cold out there, too, so if you got a little fireplace cracking, you know what I'm saying, that's all you got to do.
See,
break that out.
It's not that cold, baby. It's kind of hot out here.
It ain't that hot up here in the East Bay, but, you know, it was cold when I came through the door, so I had to make sure I did my thing. But, you know, how's everything going with you?
Everything's wonderful.
That's real. And you know what, just for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, talking about some stuff or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, we ain't going to really go too in-depth about, you know what I'm saying, how'd you get hooked up with the whole real chance of love thing. But, you know, that is a question that some of the people actually want to ask you as far as, you know, once they found out you was going to be on my show and stuff. Like, you know, how'd you hear about the whole thing? Was it like a little casting call and you just kind of jumped at the chance to do it?
Actually, my manager called me and told me that there was an audition for a love show. And I just went for open call for an love show. I didn't have no idea that it was going to be a real chance of love or anything like that, you know.
Okay, because, you know, a lot of people kind of said that, you know, when they started doing these casting shows or these little casting calls, they don't really tell you exactly who's going to be on the show and stuff like that. Was that kind of true when you did your thing?
Oh, my God, very much so. Like, I had no clue that it was going to be Real and Chance. All I know, it was some kind of love show, and I actually thought that it was going to be like a blind date type of show, to be perfectly honest. So I didn't find out that I was actually moving into a house, and it was actually, I found out first that it was going to be Chance, and I found that out once I was in the hotel. And then once we were getting ready to move into the house after we had already spent 2 days in the hotel, then I found out, well, actually it was rumor that it was going to be Real and Chance, but no one really knew for sure because they wasn't letting us actually talk to the other girls, and it was like we couldn't even see them and that type of thing. So, yeah, I had no clue whatsoever until I was already in the mix.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. Yep.
Exactly.
And that's the whole thing. And, you know, like I said, we got a hell of a lot of people, you know, just make sure y'all stay on deck and online and stuff like that. I do got my girl, Queen Pen from, you know, beginning to end publishing. I'm going to get her on and stuff like that so we all can have a little dialogue and conversation and stuff. But, you know, we all know from the episodes that you was on and stuff like that, you know, bottom line, people was kind of like, irate that you kind of got X'd out the way you did. It was on some bullshit.
Yeah, it was
you know
some
what I'm
bullshit.
saying? You know,
some straight up bullshit.
Up until that point, I mean, how did you feel about that whole, like, little night, especially when, you know, Chance kind of came at you the way he did and shit like that? I mean, how did you feel? I already know the answer, but, you know what I'm saying, let these listeners out there know the real, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm going to keep it 100. This is how it was.
100, baby.
Right. Actually, the first day that we got into the house at the mixer, Chance told me that I should not have been there for Real, that I should have been there for him. And then he kept on questioning, like, okay, well, why are you here for my brother and not for me? You know what I mean? So that actually didn't start how they showed it, like it started that one day. No, that was from day one that I was in the house, he started hating. He did not like the fact that I was there for his brother and not him. So the whole thing, how they try to edit it, was a bunch of BS. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's as 100 as they're going to get. So basically, Chance was a hater from out of the gate and hating on the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that if you was trying to holler at Real, then he was basically on some hater shit.
Right. Seriously, like, we even had the whole conversation during the duration that I was in the house, because I was in the house and he actually had told his brother that I had kissed him at the mixer, which everybody knows the mixer is on the first night that we're in the house before the first elimination. So he was telling his brother already that I had kissed him and, you know, that I was pretty much feeling him, already hating. You know what I mean? So that was, like, seriously, from day one. He didn't even let it sit and marinate or anything.
Yeah, see that was some weak shit though, because I was looking at that episode that you got X'd out on, and you know what I'm saying, and you kept it 100 then too, because you know he was trying to kiss you on your shoulder or something like that. You kind of like flinched back and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's when I knew. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't playing that little game and shit. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to be real.
Can't even hear me laugh on the radio.
I was looking at that one episode.
All we doing is listening to them talk.
I'm actually micing up you guys right now. 702, you guys are mic'd up now. What's good? You wasn't playing that little game and shit, you know what I'm saying? You was trying to be real. I'm going to have to turn their mic off because I think they're listening to it right now.
All we doing is listening to them talk.
Hey, so did you really like him?
Huh?
I'm about to mic. I had to turn off the mic on the other person. The other person is actually listening to it. That was straight crazy. The 702 caller that called in, you was actually on live, and you got to turn your little thing down so you can be able to, if you want to be on live, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was one thing that I wanted to, you know, put out there, Legs. You know what I'm saying? That I know a lot of the listeners and the people out there, as far as fans and stuff, kind of took and just couldn't really believe that, you know, Chance was really just kind of like standing there and didn't really, you know, speak on the truth, you know what I mean? So that's when I think a lot of us kind of knew that, you know what I'm saying, they was there for some bullshit, and they was there, they wasn't really there.
Bitch-assness in them. That's all that was. You know, plus you couldn't say it better. A little bitch-assness, please. No bitch-assness.
It's real. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
And since we got a lot of love shown, and, you know, I'm going to open up these lines and stuff, go ahead and call in 347-215-8653. I think I got my girl as well, Queen Pen, which is the boss lady of, you know, beginning to end publishing, and I think it's from her 702 number as well. Is this you, baby? 702? 702.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Because I was checking to see. I thought she was calling from another number, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and keep it pushing, and I'm going to go and open up this next line, which is from my other dude that, you know, co-hosts my other show on Conspiracy Theory Thursdays, which is the man, Mr. Incense himself. Mr. Incense, I know you want to say what's good to Sexy Legs, man. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, how you doing, Sexy Legs?
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing fine.
Okay.
That's what's good.
You gotta talk
Incense, what it do,
to your
man?
girl, Sexy Legs. Come on, baby.
Come on, bring it, bro.
What's that?
Bring it, bro. How's everything going with you, man?
Oh, man, you know me. I'm just tired, really. But, you know, I have been keeping up, man, with y'all. You know, I ain't been on in a couple of days, whatever, so, you know, I had to get back on with y'all.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
And then, of course, you know, we're going to pick Sexy Legs' brain about the show, so.
No doubt. No doubt. I know you're going to throw a question out there for my girl. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, for sure. My first question, you know, and I brought this up to Brandon, you know, when we talk on the regular or whatever, but my thing is when they kicked you off, and when they brought up those allegations or whatever, why didn't it seem like you put up a fight? You know what I'm saying? It seemed
like I said, because of the fact that it actually started the first night, so it wasn't the first time that the allegations was brought up about me trying to do something with Real. He had already been planting that seed from day one, and I kind of felt like I already talked to Real about the whole situation with Chance, and for him to still question me and still go off of whatever his brother was saying, which, my personal opinion, he does not say anything that holds any type of substance. Like, there's no substance behind anything that he says. Everything that he says is phony. Everything he says is just for shits and giggles. So why would you even believe that without pulling up something? You know what I mean? So at that point, it was just like, you know what? Okay, fine, I've had it. And it was very obvious to me that it was going to keep going on. So at that point, it was just like, okay, well, forget it. You know, if you're going to still believe him, then go ahead and send me home. It doesn't matter at that point. You know what I mean?
So basically, he pretty much was just doing that just for show, you know, just for entertainment, basically?
For entertainment and for the fact that, you know, since day one, he didn't like the fact that I wasn't there for him. You know what I mean? So because of the fact that I was not there for him, he felt like I shouldn't be there for his brother as well. So he took it upon himself to find a way to get me out, and, you know, that was cool. And I know they tried to spin it and try to make it seem like it was because of promo, but it had nothing to do with promo at all.
Yeah, I didn't get that idea anyway, but I was just like you said, it seemed like he played around.
The show they showed real talking to promo, so that was supposed to be the whole reason why he tried to set me up. You know what I mean? Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, like I said, I don't think it doesn't. I don't think the way Chance comes off, it's like the whole thing is a joke to him. So it's like, you know, I don't understand how his brother can make certain decisions off of stuff that he says, you know, and they actually turn around and be valid, you know. I don't get it.
It's the same way I felt, and that's why at the end I didn't really put up too much of a fight, because it was just like you're asking me the same question over and over again. And then it was like already all the girls in the house already figured like, oh, she doesn't know which one she wants, and da-da-da-da-da, because there was a lot of fights I got into within the house that you guys didn't see, you know. Right. But, yeah, it was a bunch of baloney.
They was haters. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, I don't think they'll ever come on my show anyways, but, you know what I'm saying, I just think they was on some hater shit. You can kind of see, like, you know what I'm saying, that's why I ain't really, like, you know, a fan of the show no more, and I'm just putting it out there. I don't really care, because, you know what I'm saying, you get people like yourself, you know what I'm saying, who I kind of, you know, you can just kind of look at it, episode for what it is, take it for what it is. It's reality show, who cares, you know what I'm saying. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't really picking who they was feeling. I think they was just kind of going through the motions, or they was getting what they wanted to hear from, you know, what was good from out of some of the producers' ears, something like that, or whatever. I just really felt like
it right out of my mouth.
Okay, well, see, there you go.
The biggest reason why I got kicked off is because I wasn't giving the storytellers what they wanted. You know what I mean? They actually kept trying to get me to fight and pick arguments and doing all this type of stuff. But because I wouldn't, it was one of the biggest reasons I think that I went ahead and got written off the show, because I wasn't falling into that character that they wanted me to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, my whole thing was I didn't want to go on the show and be the stereotypic black ghetto girl who has to get in a fight and, you know, curse everybody out. And, you know, most of the girls on the show anyways are strippers and porn chicks. And so because I wasn't that, and I wasn't going to allow them to make me fall into that bucket, you know, I got the axe really quick. And I think they spinned it to make it seem like Chance was hating on me, you know, I mean, just to give it a storyline.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got to find that little avenue. Yeah, they got to find a little avenue of that angle to go, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, when we was talking about, too, they just kind of seemed like, all right, we're gonna find this little thing and run with it, because, you know, that's the only thing they can really do, you know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
You know, and yeah, it's just like, to me, I just think they chopped up Lusty real bad, too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and just put her in a cross, like, you know, and you know what time it is.
They play us against each other, because Lusty was actually one of the roomies that I roomed with. And there was, if you guys watch this show, there's a couple of scenes where Real wears this freaking cowboy hat all the time. Like, almost every day he was wearing this cowboy hat. And what had happened is the hat had actually fell in some water, so I called myself trying to clean it with a white towel, because that's all we had, and it put all this lint on it. So you see me walking around this house with, like, this hat trying to get the lint off, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to fix it for you, right? All of a sudden, I put the hat on my bed, and they told Lusty to go and sit on the hat. And she completely crushed it like a pancake. She comes back to me, she's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. They told me to do it. And I had no idea, but the thing is once I seen the hat, they wanted me to go and, like, make a big controversy throughout the house and be like, you know, who in the hell sat on this damn hat and woo, 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 woo. But because I didn't, and I was just like, okay, well, whatever, and I went and told real exactly what happened. Like, you know, somebody sat on it. I don't know what the hell. I don't know who did it or whatever. I didn't give them what they wanted. And the funny thing about that is they actually came back to me 2 and 3 times trying to get a reaction about that damn hat. And because I didn't give it to them, you know what I mean, they were getting really frustrated. So it was just crazy. Like, it was just absolutely bananas, you know?
Yeah, they seem to be on like that whole little drama crusade, and, you know, you seem like you wasn't the type of person to really go that route, so, you know, that's cool. I'm going to actually mic up right now, and I know there's a lot of people on the line, so just kind of like bear with us as we go through it. And if my girl, Queen Pen, a.k.a. Yvonne, from, you know, beginning to end publishing his own, let me know. Call or text me first, because I know we had a handful of 702 area codes, and I know she's from the 702 also. Just, you know, text me or call me, let me know you're on the air so I can be able to figure out which one you are, because you're not using your number that I got. So, you know, call in, people, 347-215-8653. We in the house with Sexy Legs, a real chance of love. And, you know, I appreciate the emails and the feedbacks and all that stuff that I've been getting to. And, you know, of course, go ahead and make that call. I just mic'd up V from Vegas. If you still mic'd up, bruh, I know you want to say what's good to Sexy Legs. Go ahead, man.
What's up with it, fellas? What's with it, Sexy Legs? They should have named you Sexy Boys. What's happening with it?
What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing much. We've been having a lot of the ladies from the show come on here, and I think you're gonna make it tonight. The last show, it was cool, but you know what I'm saying, we ain't having no more snoozers on here no more, and I think you're gonna make it. Because the after hour show gets real gritty, and but you know what? We finna change the game here on VMR. You know what? I'm promising you. You know what I'm saying? These guys they ain't 100. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do is I'm guaranteeing somebody's gonna change their names. We gonna give them that game to get their name changed, because some of the names just don't fit. Now yours fit. Yours is cool. I could deal with Sexy Legs, but some of them names ain't no in hell I'll let somebody call me that. So we gonna work together, and we gonna spin our own little thing. So if they got their own writers or whatever, so the ladies come on here, we all gonna work together, and we gonna spin it on, and we gonna show them how to put some game on these cats and twist it a little bit, and we gonna see right here from the show how we change what goes on this show week to week. Bet that.
Oh, we doing big things.
Yeah.
Pretty much, we gonna dictate things. So.
We what?
We're gonna dictate things.
I like that. I like
being in control. You know what I'm saying? I seen the last show. Rabbit, you know what I'm saying, came with it because they trying to switch it up a little bit and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, the scene if the girls, you know what I'm saying, because if you switched up, man, I mean, you just really dug your, just rubbed your name in the dirt, you know what I'm saying, because it ain't cool to be talking to brothers. You know what I'm saying? So they went there, and the girls acted right, and, you know what I'm saying, I like the way Rabbit said, do you want my chain? You know what I'm saying? You see how he was shook up like, what? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The player just slid on off his ass and shit. So I said, okay, yeah, we could do this. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to have to, one of these ladies that's still on the show, they're going to tune in, man, and we're going to tell them how to go ahead and work that, you know what I'm saying, and expose the shit out these cats. You know what I'm saying? So, and then with you giving us game of what's going on behind the scenes, it's going to get ugly.
Hey,
we're going to be getting all them girls kicked off the show.
I mean, we're going to show them how to win. Watch. Like I said, anybody willing to play, you know what I'm saying, work with us, I guarantee you, they're going to be one of the finalists, and they're going to change their name, and they're going to flip the whole script. Trust me. They're going to flip the whole script. Like I said, man, you know what I'm saying, game recognized game, and I ain't feeling they swag when it comes to the, you know what I'm saying, because they portray it as like these super players and shit, and it's like, you got to be kidding me.
They look
unfamiliar. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, you seem a little unfamiliar to your boy, you know what I'm saying, so it's on, you know what I'm saying, so, oh yeah, watch this, man, come on now, it's on.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Isn't it already pre-recorded, though?
Yeah,
Isn't it already pre-recorded?
yeah, 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 it's all because it seems like it's like week to week. Maybe they do 2 shows. How they do it?
No, it was actually recorded months before.
Yeah.
Okay.
It actually they started editing in September, so it was finished in August, right?
Oh, they lucky then. They lucky.
They just, they just seeing it like us, like we seeing it, but they know.
Right.
They know the deal.
Right.
We're in the house at 9 people on this Tuesday ladies night. You know what I'm saying? We got Sexy Legs from VH1's Real Chance of Love, and I got on the mic right now is my girl who's doing it real big out in Vegas as well. You know what I'm saying? She's actually continue to do a whole lot of things in the publishing company as far as books and letting it know, and we setting it off with a person that I just think is 100% real, and she's going to go ahead and explain her movement and what she thinks, not just about the radio show, but about the book publishing company as well. And I know it's somebody that I know Sexy Legs is going to be have a real good rapport with as well, and that's my girl, Yvonne, a.k.a. Queen Ping from beginning to end. What's good, baby? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Brandon, and everyone that's on the town?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
What's with it?
I'm just sitting here enjoying the show. Finally, I got mic'd in. I've been on the show, but I guess no one was able to hear me, so I just sat back and listened and enjoyed the show of what's been said. And I just want to give my props to Sexy Legs, because anyone that can make it on those reality shows more than a day, they have my utmost respect.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, that is a challenge. I mean, it's just like I look at some of those shows and I'm like, man, how can you do it? How can you put up with the pettiness and just, sometimes it's almost humiliating, and I really feel like you did an excellent job just putting up what you were able to put up with. So. Yeah,
it was definitely bananas in that house.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
I bet.
The first episode, I looked really lost. I was just like, oh, my goodness. What is this world they put me in? Yeah.
I'm telling you, I say anyone that has the courage to be able to do things like that and get on those shows, I mean, that takes a lot of courage, and I have to give it up to anyone that can, be able to do, and take that kind of pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it really truly was.
Now we're going to make sure we toss out questions to, to both Sexy Legs and Queen Pen from beginning to end publishing. But, Queen, you've been, pretty much instrumental in a lot of the stuff that I've actually been doing, not just with the interviews and stuff like that. Shout out to Marcus Chung and Sophia and the Click, E40, D-Shot, all these people that, was pretty much in the circle of people that you helped out and stuff. But tell people a little bit about, your company, how it started, and things like that, as far as what your intentions is, as far as getting deep into this book publishing company.
Okay. Well, the way I started is I was an author myself, and I started writing at the age of 23 and published my own book, and just really got into, studying the publishing industry and seeing that it wasn't a lot of urban hip-hop literature out there, and when you get into the publishing industry, it was pretty much kind of like the music industry. I see it as, when hip-hop was introduced into the musical industry, a lot of people didn't recognize hip-hop. They were saying that that's not music, it wasn't acceptable, in the music format. So pretty much, the literary industry is the same way, so when we want to write things as far as our urban lifestyle, our urban experience, and then have a lot of slang and a lot of, gritty street talk and all that kind of stuff, just, most of us that grew up in that era, we was brought up with street language, a whole different type of language. So, for the ones that express themselves in the form of art, such like I do, as being a writer, it was just no place for that type of language or that type of literature. So that's how I pretty much decided to establish the company Beginning to End Publishing, because, it was just a challenge for myself as far as, they really liked the novel that I had published, or that I had written, which was Dear Lover, but they were saying, it was a lot of controversial, language in there, a lot of controversial issues, because that book talks a lot about mandatory minimum, the war on drugs, just, a lot of, street life and our existence that a lot of, that we voice even in hip-hop and in all different types of ways. But, the controversy was just too much, and I just saw it that we needed a different format for us to be able to express ourselves, outside the realm of music, but at the same time in the formats of books, and just like we're seeing, as far as movies, independent films, to where we would be able to express ourselves and wouldn't be asked to compromise our language, our culture, our dialogue, or anything about, who we are. So that's pretty much how I just kind of got started, within the publishing industry, and I've been there going on 10 years now. So it's definitely been a blessing, because now just, from me starting that endeavor at, I would say it pretty much started at age 23, and I'm 34 years old now. Mm-hmm. So I've seen a lot within that industry, because that's one thing that kind of draws us all together, is that we, whether you're a singer, you're a dancer, an actor, in the sports industry, everyone has a story to tell. And that's one of my things that I talk about now, as far as, we need a platform, because as far as just history in itself, we're making history right now more than ever, as far as even as a race of people, blacks. We're making history. So, we have to be responsible as far as who's going to be the ones to write our history, to edit our history, and to also make sure that it's recorded properly, because, what we do today will be here tomorrow. So, I look at beginning to end as more of a, as a pioneer company that's saying that we're going to be in the forefront of making sure in whatever we do, and however we exist right now, in the time that we're in right now, we're going to make sure that our history is going to be written correctly. Our image is not going to be distorted. It's not going to be, edited to be what someone else wanted to be. So that's pretty much the whole movement of what we're doing within the publishing industry and within the industry period. So it has brought me to now, meeting a lot of people with just stories, rappers, singers, artists, actors, just everyone in the entertainment business period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's one thing that I can appreciate, and we here live on Tuesday night, ladies' night, with Sexy Legs from Real Chance of Love, and Yvonne, a.k.a. Queen Pen, from the Boss Lady of Beginning and Publishing. And one thing I definitely could tell you is, from the time that we've actually gotten to know each other and conversate and, traded information and all that other stuff, I definitely appreciate the fact that, you align yourself with a lot of good people in your circle that we always talk about. I'm not just saying it because I'm part of your circle, but I think you've actually, began to establish yourself and assert yourself in a lot of different ways, because it's just like we said earlier this afternoon when we talked. It's kind of like, especially what you do in books, and I'm pretty sure Sexy Legs probably agree with it too. It's kind of like you get books and you read them, and you could tell that they're watered down, and it's not 100% real, like when you go through, a lot of different books that people read. So, I think what you're trying to do for, the publishing industry is the same movement that we're trying to make here on this media outlet and this radio shows and all this other stuff too. So, definitely can respect that. And, I want to make sure that Mr. Incense and Vegas, and I'll start micing up a ton of people that's actually on the line, not just from Vegas. We got a lot of people from like California. We got some people sending emails, just showing the love to both ladies. You know what I'm saying, Queen Pen and Sexy Legs, and we gonna make sure we mic up some people and for people to say what's up. But Incense and Vegas, go ahead and say what's up to Queen Pen.
How you doing, Queen Pam? Nice to finally hear your voice. We've been hearing about you a lot.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a pleasure to be here and speaking with all of you guys. I've been tapped into a lot of different shows you guys doing, and I really respect, you guys taking that leadership role of, putting people on and discussing different topics. That's been some really good topics that I've enjoyed myself. So it's a pleasure.
Well, thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to show the love. I know a lot of people saying they just is really just like hating the fact that, there's no more sexy legs on Real Chance of Love. So, I'm going to start miking up some people so they can start saying hello to both ladies on this Tuesday Ladies Night. And first one on mic up is another guy that, is part of the staff on VMR, WSL, a.k.a. Will Sexy Love. I want to say what's up to both ladies, right?
Yo, what's up, sexy legs? Sexy love, sexy legs. Joke. And how you doing, Mrs. Yvonne? What's up?
How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm chilling.
That's good.
We're going to continue to open up, the callers with questions and stuff like that, because there's going to be a couple of questions I'm going to trade off as far as, for Sexy Legs and also for
I got a question.
For Yvonne. Go ahead, Will.
I got a question for Yvonne. My question is, do you publish like just fiction or nonfiction, or both nonfiction and fiction?
Well, right now, we're kind of really particular about what we're taking on, because I feel right now that the publishing industry need more of us to be educated about the publishing industry, period. Because what I want beginning to end to be a platform for whatever it is that you write. I want to be able to, pretty much look at it and accept it, because I look at our publishing company as more of a form of expression. So however you want to express yourself, whether it's through sci-fi, whether it's through biography, whether it's through, fiction, pretty much, we're open, as long as one stipulation that we do really have is that as long as it's a message, as long as it's something of truth, as long as it's something to where, pretty much we just don't want anything that's senseless, like senseless murder or violence, anything that kind of erodes at the fiber that's already, it's enough outfits that's out there that's doing that, So we like to pretty much make sure that, I don't care how gritty, how violent, how whatever it is, as long as it's truth and it has a message to it in some kind of way. So that's pretty much what we want to establish.
Okay. How would one go about getting in contact with you or some of your people with, if they have an idea or whatnot?
Right now, I'm making my presence very big on the MySpace, taking advantage of all the free advertisements that's out there. And we do have a website that's right now under construction, but it will be b2e.com. We wanted to make something really simple, so when traffic starts to, really, start to coming at us again, and the doors are open, for us to start dealing with more of the public, we wanted to make something really easy for people to remember. So, just remember b2e.com, and you'll be able to get us in that direction, or either just, MySpace. MySpace is an excellent, platform right now for everyone. So, I tell people, type my name for people that, knew me as Yvonne Rainey. But now I go up under the pen name, the Queen Pen, and that's where, you're going to see a lot of things as far as up under Google or different places like that. You'll be able to find it somewhere.
Okay. So within the years that you've been doing this, how many books have you have you published?
We have 14 books right now that we have taken and basically specialized as our projects of saying that these are the books that we're really going to look at doing a lot of promotion, a lot of advertising, and just really refining the work that we have, because, another thing that, I'm sure we're going to talk about in the show is, some of the as far as the publishing world is an untapped market, especially when it comes down to, like I say, when you get into hip-hop and urban. So we experienced a lot of, Mr. Ensis would appreciate the conspiracy theory, because that's another conspiracy theory that that we have that we're dealing with. The bottom line is, it wasn't, and I tell people all the time, I don't like to really talk about race issues because I have friends of all races, and so race has never been an issue for me. But the bottom line is that, I am black, and I describe myself as an African woman that lives here in America or was born here in America. So, when you look at going into the publishing literary industry, and first of all, they pretty much want you to be just a writer, or pretty much even in the music industry, they just want you to be the person that is the artist. They don't really want you in on the business side. So when I came in on the business side, it just, a lot of things was not accepted, so this is where we just decided that when we go back in, we're going to go back in more as a people, looking at this is something that we must have. We must have our own publishing company, just like it's very important for us to control different other media formats and platforms if we want to continue to express ourselves as freely as we need to be able to, So, like I say, I'm looking at doing this with the people now versus as just a few of us as a business or as a company.
Yeah, I definitely think that's important to have, especially nowadays when, all you do is live off the truth, hopefully, and having other ways to be able to do it, be it in any kind of media, but, it's lacking in books and stuff like that too, and I definitely think that's definitely a movement that hasn't been tapped into. But let me go ahead and grab some more callers filing in and stuff like that. I got Big Rich from the 707. I know you want to say both. What's up to Queen Pen and Sexy Legs? Go ahead, bro.
What's up, y'all? What's up? It's Big Rich. Sexy Legs. I've been talking about you for how many weeks, Brandon? You know what I'm saying? Wait, before you got booted off. Bro. But yeah, what your plans is, Sexy Legs, after this show over with? What you gonna do now?
I'm trying to do everything, really. I have my website that's going to be up probably by next week, which is I Am Sexy Legs. I'm getting my YouTube popping, which is YouTube/I Am Sexy Legs. And I'm doing music videos, movies, everything.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what it do. Area? So can you sing? Yeah, I got a studio. I got a music studio out there.
I'm rapping, baby. I'm rapping.
Oh, you rapping, huh? Yeah, okay. You do that. That's what's up. Well, bust one right now. Let's hear something, man, because you know what I'm saying? I'm super producer out here. Let me hear something, man. You keep freestyle?
Look, I got ghostwriters. Stop playing.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
You put it all on the blast.
That's what Big Rich gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
At least I keep it real. At least I ain't trying to say it's my own.
Yeah, for sure. So, now the publishing, you know what I'm saying? How hard is it to get into the publishing part? Because when we had Sophia Stewart on, I had like 4 movies in my head, and I truly believe one of them was stolen. But you know what I'm saying? How hard is it to get a book published?
Well, I tell people right now, it's not hard to do anything. When it comes down to right now, everything is open, when it comes to music publishing. You can do anything that you want to do when you research and just get directed into the right direction of whatever it is that you're looking to do. And, that's just how easy it is. It's like nothing is really hard anymore. Anybody can even almost film their own movies now. Everything is becoming so open, as far as, it's just open play. It's just how bad do you want to do it,
Oh, yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah, and I got a question for actually Sexy Legs. Have you thought about doing something in the form of books and stuff like that too, as far as not just just an autobiography or something like that? It could even be fiction or nonfiction. You ever have any ideas about breaking into that kind of field too?
I've never thought about it, but at the same time, I've got plenty of ideas like everybody else in the world. You know, we come up with ideas out of the left field, but I definitely never really sat down and just really put that together, no.
Okay. Well, would that be something that you would like, you know, want to do sometime in the near future or whatnot?
Definitely tell my story. You know, everybody has their story. I tell mine too.
All right. Well, you know what? You definitely in the same little category with this woman right now. So that'll be a perfect networking tool for you to be able to use. Because you know, I always used to think the whole thing with being on reality shows and stuff like that. And I've said it on like a lot of these other shows too, that there isn't really one reality show, female, be it if it's female or male, that really broke out of that mold and really took it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still kind of, you know, in the middle. If not in the middle, they down below. So
New York.
My whole thing.
Yeah,
New York.
You know, that's what I was thinking about.
Except for New York.
But the thing about it though, with her, is like she's only going to be known for reality. You know what I'm saying? Now she's still going to make her money, and that's cool. But I'm talking about outside of reality TV and all that other shit too. I just think there isn't one person out of that mold that's really geared up to be able to take it to the next level. So, I'm saying.
And see, I think that's where I'm going to be able to hopefully break that because, one, I've been doing modeling and all that type of stuff since I was 14. So not only have I been doing it since I was 14, I'm not letting this reality TV show take over and become everything I am. I'm grateful for the fan base that it's given me, but at the same time, I'm still pursuing more of my modeling side versus reality TV. You know what I mean? So it's just I'm using it as a step ladder versus as a crutch.
Right. And I actually, I think I have my girl, Lusty. Shauna is on the line as well. Just want to say what's good to you tonight, Miss Lusty.
No, this is Trusty. I'm a big fan of Sexy Legs. I have a question. This is not Lusty. This is Trusty.
Trusty in the house.
Did she say Busty?
It's Busty. I did say Trusty, but I changed it. I have a question for Sexy Legs.
What's up, Busty?
Which one of the girls you liked the most in the house?
I have to say Lusty. We probably bonded the most.
Don't be lying.
No, I'm not lying.
That's what's up.
What's up,
sweetheart? How you doing?
Hey, Miss Yvonne.
What's up, Lusty?
Hi. How are you?
Hi.
No, your new name is Busty, baby.
She made sure she corrected that.
Like everybody got jokes, okay? All right. Good. Miss Yvonne,
Lusty,
I have a question for you.
Lusty, how's everything, Lusty?
Everything is fine. Everything is going. Just trying to, taking it one day at a time.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sweetheart. I know you got a question for Yvonne. Go for it.
I do. Look, I want to write a book. I have several different ideas. I would love to write a children's book because that's one of my creative sides. And then I have a little niece that's running around in this house, too, and she loves to read it, but she's only 23 months. Second, I also, this is the question that I want to ask. When someone wants to write a book, how do they start about it? Do they just write on paper for, 100 pages? Or can I come to a person and say, this is my concept? I have 10 journals.
Get you a federal copyright.
What I want. It's like I have 10 different journals that I've been writing in for years and years. But the concept that I want something that is going to geared about my life, but also make a change for someone else that's reading it. How can I put that on paper? How do I start writing this book?
Well, I tell people you can do it either way, one or two ways, because there's some people that's just not writers, but they're very good at conceptualizing different ideas and things like that. So, some people can afford to have ghostwriters, And those are people that, just take your journals or your information and pretty much do the art behind it. And that's shaping and forming it into a story, or whatever it is that you're trying to convey in your work, But pretty much I just also, tell people that you can just start writing it, a little bit at a time, because I make people think back to school days, where your teacher would say write a 2-page essay or a 3-page, essay on something, and you take those little 3 pages. If you did that every day, times, every single day for 30 days, that's 300 pages, and that's the beginning, almost crawling process to becoming a full-fledged writer. Is just to do what you're doing and, just keep writing the journals. And if you decide that you're going to make a novel or a book, it's almost like a job. You set your time, whether you're going to report at your desk, at your computer, at 6 o'clock in the morning, and say, through hell or hot water, I'm going to report to my desk every day as if I was reporting to a job from 6 to maybe 9 o'clock. Give yourself 3 hours, to where that's going to be your time that you write and you get something done. And just to do that every single day, and whether you write 1 page or write 2 pages, you'll notice that information collects over time. And that's the beginning stage of having now a book. It's as simple as that.
What if you're not, like, grammatically correct? The English is not correct, but would you still give it to the publisher in that form?
Of course. I tell people to, again, just stay in your place. If you're a writer, just be a writer. Don't try to be an editor. Try to be, an English literature person, because I'm not, I'm a person that has a life experience, and I can pretty much, I'm pretty good with putting things, just in a story form. That's just one of my talents. I'm pretty good with holding people's attention and conversation. So whether I'm conversating with you verbally or I'm conversating with you on paper, sometimes that's just people's gifts and talents. That don't mean that I'm really good with English, or literature,
Right.
So that's why, I tell people don't worry about all the things that, the stigma that people think comes with writing. Just tell your story. And it's always someone out there that will now be able to take your story and do the revisions and do the editing and do whatever you feel that you want done with it. But even with my book, I told people, pretty much I don't want it to have mistakes in there, just flat-out mistakes, but the grammar and the bad language and, things that people would define as bad language, but, I don't see it as bad language. It's just, this is how I express myself. This is just who we are, Leave it alone, because that's what I want captured in my book. I want the real, true essence of who we are and how we talk, whether we talk with slang, whether we talk with a southern drawl, whether we pronounce things wrong. However it is, that's the realness that, should be able to be captured in your form of expression. And if that's what you want and that's how you want it, then who is there to say this is not correct? It's you, So that's the standards that I tell people they should really go by.
Okay. Now, now my question. This is Will. My question is, since you publish like the literary body of work, because I write and I draw also. I haven't written anything in like 5 years, but anything. Cause like I can draw like little comics and whatnot. Now, would you ever like venture off and like do something like a graphic novel, as in like a publishing like something like a comic book, or you just want to stay in the literary body of it?
Yeah, I mean that's perfect. I tell people, that have an interest in the field of what we're establishing, because it's going to take a body of people to establish truly what I do. That's why I network with editors. I network with graphic designers. I network with illustrators, because we get people all the time that say, I write children's stories, but I need someone to draw the pictures, So this is where people like yourself come into play of, I like to have a team of illustrators to where I can just go to my database and look up my illustrators and say, hey, this guy right here, he's very good, with drawing, and let me send you over this book, and you look at the book, and, you'll instantly get a visual picture of what pictures need to go along with, the storyline. And so, I definitely would want to, just stay in contact with people and make people understand, again, what it takes to really make a publishing company work and make people understand it takes a team of us to do what it is that we do, and make this happen.
And that's real. We're at the tip top of the hour, people. It's Tuesday Ladies Night. We got Sexy Legs from Real Chance of Love, and also the Queen Pen from Boss Lady, beginning to end publishing. People, stay on the line. I'm going to go ahead and start running through a lot of these callers that's called in, and we got a ton of callers tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and take it as we go through it. And as I get ready to open up this caller from the 818, Sexy Legs, you said you've been modeling since you were 14, so you've been pretty much kind of already embraced into this whole, modeling entertainment lifestyle. How has it kind of like, has it changed you, or has it got to the point where it's just kind of like status quo with you right now? How's everything going with you overall? What are your feelings towards the whole entertainment thing?
It hasn't changed me necessarily. It's more or less broadened my fan bases, because it allowed a larger base of people to see me and see what I do and what I'm trying to become as a person. But as far as the modeling industry, the reality TV show really has nothing to do with that. They're totally different worlds. So it hasn't really changed anything. No.
I got you. Grab this caller from the 818 with a 653 start. You on the line on this Tuesday Ladies Night. What's good? 818.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Might have forgot your area code.
What's up, 818? How you doing? How do you do? Actually, you know what? I just turned her mic off, but I'll go ahead and put her back on in a second because I didn't hear. But, we had a lot of people actually sending a lot of emails and a lot of appreciation to, the real side of publishing and books and stuff like that, and also the truth behind a lot of shit that's going on VH1 with Sexy Legs and stuff like that. So a lot of people was feeling it 100%. And, as we go down this list, because I think I got like 37 callers waiting on deck and stuff like that. I got to make sure I take some of these people. Let me go ahead and see if I can mic back up. Caller from the 818 with a 653 start. You're back on the line. What's good?
Hey, this is Sexy Legs. This is her best friend.
Uh-oh. It's supposed to be Kiki.
Best friend.
Hey, my girl.
What's up,
Mommy?
Mommy?
And I just called on, I had to put my little 2 cents in there. That what Chance did, that was cold. Like you said, don't nobody know real women when they have one, and that's what Real didn't realize that he had.
Exactly.
So I just had to call and let that be known,
That's what's good. See, you.
Well, thanks for the love, Mommy.
See, you ain't the only one, sweetheart, because we all was kind of thinking the same thing. We just didn't really, we wasn't really feeling Chance when that kind of went down, because, he looked kind of stupid, but that's just my opinion.
Right.
Sir, Dad, I comment too.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, girl? I got a comment for Chance myself. Oh.
That's what's good.
Anybody on here?
We here.
We here. We all here.
I want you to hear this one though. I wanted to go take care of Chance myself, because he got the reality show all mixed up right now. And I know my stepdaughter. I know she's beautiful, I don't know what was wrong with him or what was he thinking about. But I don't know what's wrong with him. He had some blue blockers on or something. What was wrong with him?
He said blue blockers.
I like to meet that brother, but he don't know. But shoot me, he don't know. I like to meet him. Pound for pound. I'm my stepdad. I want to meet him pound for pound.
Calling him out.
Hey, I think
that Hollywood. He had that Hollywood toilet paper up his ass.
Hey, for real. Hey, I appreciate the call for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can snatch him another caller with another 818. You know what I'm saying? And let me go ahead and grab this 818 call with a 324 start. You on the line on Tuesday, ladies' night with the Queen and also Sexy Legs from Real Chance of Love. What it do?
Hey, yo, what's up, man? How you doing?
Straight.
How you
doing?
I'm doing good. This message is for Sexy Legs. I just want, hey, what's up, Sexy Legs? I want you to know I'm one of your number one fans out here in Cali. You feel me? For real, when I saw you, I thought, you know what I'm saying, you did the right thing. I mean, you were doing you. You feel me? But that's messed up how Chance played you, though, man. I mean, I was surprised when I caught the episode. I was like, oh, snap. She don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I was real into it. Yeah, I thought you did your thing. Hey, I got one question for you, though.
Okay.
Hey, since, you know, the whole TV scene and all that, are you planning to further your career down the line in modeling and reality TV shows? I know you guys were talking about that for a minute, but I just wanted to know if you might consider, you know what I'm saying, seeing yourself doing a follow-up on the show or something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just it.
Definitely I would do it, you know, any follow-ups, you know, of course, you know, to broaden my fan base, definitely. As far as the modeling thing, that's something I've been doing since I was 14. I'm never going to stop because that's, like, my love. So, you know, I got to pursue the one thing that I love in life, and that is definitely getting on that catwalk. So,
yeah, okay.
You know.
Hey, homie from the A18, you kind of nervous right now, huh? Talking to Sexy Legs right now? I could tell. I can tell. Come on, man. You nervous, bro, huh?
No, I'm not nervous. I talk real quick. No.
Calling him out, Charles.
Oh, that's cold.
It's confident.
Charles, they're gonna Charles.
You know I'm messing with you, bro.
You know I'm just playing. Man, I ain't nervous. It's just I talk real quick. No,
well, definitely check me out on iamsexylegs.com, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on.
Hey, the name's Sweeney Todd, though.
Huh?
Feel me? Sweeney Todd.
I didn't even get that. What was that?
No, I was like, the name's Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd?
Yeah, Sweeney
Are
Todd.
you on
that's
VH1,
my name.
Famous Friends?
No, I'm not on VH1. I'm a fan. I'm a friend, too. I'm just calling for Sexy Legs, you know what I'm saying? Telling her the whole state of California, you know what I'm saying, city of L.A., Los Angeles, is, you know what I'm saying, we all giving it up to her and shit. So she's holding it down. I want to see her do something else, something big. You know what I'm saying? Rise like Mariah Carey or something like that.
Yeah, I think for the most part too, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna ask this question for both ladies. You know what I'm saying? I think we go with the reality show, with the TV thing, and we go with the book thing. I think everybody's grinding, everybody's kind of like striving to be able to be a little bit more than what they got going on and stuff. Do you see any pitfalls or downfalls? And I'll start with Sexy Legs, of course. But do you see any downfalls from doing reality shows, or is it something that you just kind of?
Definitely. I felt that the moment I got back from the show. To keep it 100 with you guys, I was supposed to actually be one of the Deal or No Deal girls. And as soon as I got back and they got caught wind that I did the VH1 Real Chance at Love, I totally got shagged for the spot. So I definitely felt it automatic, like within days of me getting back from the show before you guys even seen it on air and everything. So it was crazy.
Wow.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit right there.
Thank you for listening to the #1 radio station for the people.